for those that love others by J.N. Wdowski. For your full enjoyment, be sure to read or listen to the end. Part 1. Opening. Holding a paper cup of coffee in her left hand, along with a paper bag containing bagels with cream cheese, Diana Wright used her right hand to dig into her coat pocket for her keys. Taking out her ring of keys that were attached to a white and gold plastic unicorn, she placed one of the keys into the lock of the glass front door of Mrs. Petrovsky's gift and card store. As usual, 25-year-old Diana liked to arrive early before the shop officially opened at 10 a.m. It gave her time to eat her breakfast and have her coffee in peace and quiet. She found her regular stool behind the counter, near the register, where she could watch out the large glass windows of the store. She enjoyed seeing how people were dressed as they went to work and school. Autumn leaves were stuck to the pavement, and cars that drove by due to the brief rains they had last night. She opened her paper bag, removed the plastic lid from her coffee cup, and enjoyed her simple breakfast as she people-watched. At 9:30 a.m., Mrs. Petrovsky arrived along with Tricia, her co-worker. They gave their routine greetings to Diana, not surprised to see that she was already there and cleaning off the counter from her breakfast. "You know, we do have a coffee machine in the break room," the 50-year-old Mrs. Petrovsky reminded her. "I have already started the coffee for you and Tricia." "I just thought I'd get a cappuccino this morning." Hoping it could inspire me, Diana's lightly freckled nose wrinkled as she smiled with her emerald green eyes. "Thanks." Tricia, a 40-year-old divorcee, responded, heading directly to the break room for the coffee. "No donuts?" she cried out from the back room. "I thought you said you were on a diet," Diana responded back to her. Tricia stuck her head out of the back room with a cup of coffee. "I am, but I didn't mean no more donuts. How can I start the day on an empty stomach?" "You could tap on your reserves," pointed out Mrs. Petrovsky as she went past her to also get a coffee. "Isn't that how diets work?" "I am on a diet, I am not fasting," Tricia responded as she stroked her hips with her free hand. "Besides, many men like something to hold on to. I don't want to lose my girly curves." Diana giggled. "I don't think you will ever have to fear that. I have another bagel if you want, with light cream cheese. I thought you might enjoy it." Diana held up the bagel in a paper wrap for Tricia. Tricia snatched it quickly, as if someone else might take it first. "You are a doll, Diana." Right on time, the front doorbell rang as Mr. Porter entered the gift shop. With his large mailbag hung on his shoulder, he walked straight to Mrs. Petrovsky, standing next to Diana behind the counter. "Mrs. Littleton's poodles again?" Diana said, noticing that the left sleeve of his postal uniform jacket was dirty and had small rips in it. "Yup, annoying little yip dogs," Mr. Porter replied as he handed bills to Mrs. Petrovsky. "Sorry, no love letters yet." He impishly grinned. "Unless you would let me write you one?" "Thank you, but no thank you, Mr. Porter. You know, I am not into younger men." Mrs. Petrovsky enjoyed his flirtation. "I'm only 6 months younger than you, and I am 6'6", what most women are looking for in a man." He made his case. "You're 6'6"? questioned Tricia. "I might be interested if so." He turned to Tricia. "Yup. If you count the cents part of my salary of 6 digits, I am 6 foot tall in my boots, and believe it or not, I do have a six-pack. I just keep it warm under a cute layer of belly fat." The women all laughed. "That doesn't count, Mr. Porter," Tricia replied. "And in 2 more years, I will finally earn my pension." He turned his attention back to the widow Petrovsky. "Pensions are sexy," Mrs. Petrovsky grinned, "but still, I need an older man." "I would feel like I am robbing the cradle with you, Mr. Porter." "Another reason I love you so much, Mrs. Petrovsky, and you don't have any poodles." He grinned with his perfect front dentures. Mrs. Petrovsky batted her eyes. "You are such a flirt, Mr. Porter, but perhaps if I were 5 years younger, or you 5 years older." Mr. Porter sighed with disappointment and was about to leave. "Oh, I almost forgot." He pulled another letter from his bag. "This one is for you. It is from the greeting card company." "Oh, perhaps this time they accepted your cards." Tricia, excited, approached Diana. Diana took the envelope in her hand. "Thank you, Mr. Porter." She then just looked at it nervously. "Aren't you going to open it?" he asked her. "I am sure it's just another rejection letter," Diana answered. "Don't be so pessimistic," Mrs. Wdowski scolded her. "The last batch was good." Tricia agreed. Diana took out a silver letter opener and tore open the envelope carefully. She withdrew the one-page letter from the envelope and unfolded it. She read it out loud to them all. "Dear Diana Wright, thank you for sending your work to Greetings RUS. We are always grateful for the opportunity to review new work, and we have given your greeting cards close attention and careful consideration. We regret, however, that they do not meet our needs at this time. We hope that you will keep us in mind in the future. Sincerely, the editors." "Idiots," Tricia responded. "Perhaps next time," suggested Mr. Porter. "Don't give up. Keep submitting to them." "You can only get better, Diana." Mrs. Wdowski placed a supportive hand on her back. "Yeah, next time," Diana responded as she added the rejection letter to the drawer under the counter, full of rejection letters. Mr. Porter leaned into Diana. "Perhaps you can write a card for me to give to Mrs. Wdowski. Something romantic and sweet to win her heart?" "Sure, Mr. Porter, but I think it would mean more to her if it came from your heart." He stood up and shook his head. "I am not the romantic type and don't have a creative bone in my body." "Why do you think I became a mailman?" "The pension," Tricia and Mrs. Wdowski both replied. "Well, yeah, besides that." He answered them and turned back to Diana. "Please try for me? I'll even pay for the card. Would $10 be fair?" "I'm only worth $10, Mrs. Wdowski responded, acting a bit insulted. He looked at her and shook his head. "Of course you are worth more than that." He turned back to Diana. $20? Mrs. Wdowski smiled with approval. "Sure, Mr. Porter, I'll try." The $20 would help me in buying art supplies. Diana nodded her head in agreement, happily realizing she might finally be making her first sale. He then looked to the other two women. "Until tomorrow, I must be off now, making my trek through rain, sleet, and snow to deliver bills and junk mail to our local community." He saluted as he opened the front door, ringing the bell as he stepped outside to his next destination. "He is a good man." Diana turned to Mrs. Wdowski. "Why not give him a chance?" Mrs. Wdowski smiled. "He is. Maybe someday I will. But my heart still belongs to my late sweet Ernie. It would not be fair to Mr. Porter when I am still missing him." "Best way to forget a lost love is a new love," Tricia chimed in. Mrs. Wdowski's face became melancholy. "You never met my Ernie. If you did, you would understand that it is very difficult for any man to replace him in my heart. He is still with me every day after all these years. There was never a more generous, kind, romantic, protective, humorous, and loving man in the world than my Ernie Wdowski." Diana looked up at Mrs. Wdowski. "I hope I can find that kind of man someday. Most of the men that hit on me are only interested in one thing. That is all men." Tricia gave her opinion. "Yet as you get older, there are fewer and fewer that want even that. Enjoy it now while you're young." "No, I rather wait for my Ernie to come into my life." Diana rejected Tricia's dating advice. "Good girl." Mrs. Wdowski put a hand on her shoulder. "That kind of man is out there and is worth the wait." "You're going to have a long wait, if that kind of man even exists this day and age." Tricia disagreed. Please continue to Part 2 from above.
To support the author, please like, share, comment, and subscribe.